A simple but important question. How to approach a being higher, more evolved than yourself. It seems most of the gene pools here in present on Earth have come to the conclusion that the best way is to try and impress, show the higher being what you are capable of. Break bricks with your forehead while doing splits. Sing and dance. Unfurl your beauty and magnetism. Pass entrance exams. Do whatever you can do best. The higher being will surely be impressed enough to take you in. They will all be very surprised when all of their efforts fail and the higher just laughs. The only way to approach the higher is with humility, not a show of ability. So, I love this one so much. I just find it the hugest relief to not have to try to impress anyone. Like, I know that nobody trapped in 3D could ever be considered very attractive by divine. Like, we're all just like various shades of unattractive. Like, no one could ever be interesting to divine. No one is intelligent in comparison to him. And it's a massive relief, actually, and it all just makes so much more sense. And it's really a source of sanity. Just, I think because people don't have that clear perspective, things can get really confusing. Like, I know that, like, when I was, like, you know, hitting puberty, like, around 17, 18, like, there were some women who are about the age that I am now, who were, just exceptionally cruel and reduced me to tears, on, like, a regular basis. And I know, like, some people who are, like, more conventionally attractive who had it much worse. And, like, I can't imagine, like, being so sure of, like, what beauty is, and, like, so sure that, like, if only this bitch was out of my way, I'd be able to compete. Or, like, the whole thing, like, I thought that maybe, like, once I was older, like, I might get it, but, I think that the world has changed a lot, and I think that I'm just on a different path, so. But, like, even from the Muggle perspective, like, being too hard on people isn't really that cool. I mean, like, if you look at what she-males will be intimate with, that list includes drain pipes and car exhausts, and nobody is calling them too old or too fat. So, like, obviously, there's like a political thing going on or like a personal thing going on. And, if someone, you know, like tells me that I can't do it like 500 trillion times, um, like I should have just admitted, like, no, I can't do it. Um, Instead of like insulting them back. It's like really kind of trashy behavior, and um, yeah, it's from like not having enough clarity on this subject. Um, but like even with something that I might be more confident about, um, like it's just so great to have that divine perspective. I mean, or all the way around. Like with beauty, even like all these um, M to Fs are, like people with masculine body are striving for feminine beauty. So they're like actually striving for divine in a certain way. And, like I can admire that while realizing like I can't do it. It's just beyond my capacity. And it's just the hugest relief. Um, like I always want to be impressed by someone's intelligence or how their brain works, but I find like even the slightest attention on that usually ends up being so hellish for me. Like I'm always shocked by like how hellish it is. Like I can't even believe it. Um and like I do start feeling kind of confident about my intelligence, like in comparison to a lot of people. But then when I hear divine, it's this huge reality check, and also how positive he is too. It's like this mega reality check of, oh my god, like, I mean, how did I ever think I could function using my own capacity? Um, or, yeah, my own ability for logic is so limited, and my own ability to observe is like practically non existent. I mean, bowing down to a higher being is the only way. So, we're all so lucky that a higher being is here. He's just so compassionate to allow everyone to try and inculcate proper behavior. And it's so embarrassing that for any fleeting second, like I ever thought I had any trait that like was worthy of trying to get attention for or whatever. I mean, it's so embarrassing, or like any trait that's like worth defending in any way. Like, yeah, like how embarrassing to insult someone back. I mean, Jesus. Um, so divine is always so refined and so classy, and just the ultimate example of how to be